Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Trap. I am your DJ and co-host, James Bubba Williams, better known as DJ Exclusive. Got a great show coming up for you today. And today, y'all, the last day. Inauguration day, that's right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Come on the room, let's get in there, and let's get it. DJ Exclusive, the Morning Trap. It's about to go down.
Summertime, don't lie. If you're thirsty, it's okay. I hear it every day. Boys line up around the corner. Wait for my lemonade. Wait for my lemonade. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Posted with my girls, all the boys wave when they pass by. All around the world, it's the same thing every time. Yeah. Got me some Mauritian in like it's Christmas. I be on your wish list. Know you wanna kiss this. Summertime, don't lie. If you're thirsty, it's okay. I hear it every day. Boys line up around the corner. Wait for my lemonade. Wait for my lemonade. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Trap. I am your DJ and co-host, DJ Exclusive. Want to welcome you all in the room. Come on in, let's get situated, let's get everything started. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you are always in the know whenever the Morning Trap is live. It's your boy, DJ Exclusive, y'all. Y'all welcome in.
Boys line up around the corner. Wait for my lemonade. Wait for my lemonade. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey. That's my lemonade. Make the boys say, hey.
It's like a gravitational push on the grind for the kush. Like a fire in the bush, I burn 10 feet tall to the sky and I'm ready to cook. I'm on a mission for the greatest. I write bars with the cadence. This pen is like a claw and I can't stop it from tearing the pages. This is one for the ages. Pan was a sadist, but his crime never betrayed us. And now I'm levitating like I'm weightless. And all the lost boys are currently hating, debating whether or not I can be stopped to be tamed and put in cages. But I'm gonna drag them all down like Satan.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's really easy. It's really easy if you think about it.
Ay, candy stove, sweet like sugar. Down south, shorty, she a looker. Ay, from the dirty, let us crooked. It's a bag, better book it. See the pigs, better book it. I ain't looking stupid on a late night, no. I used to get grinding, now I take flight, whoa. Sharks in the butter like a great white. Candy paint, what you think? Take it to the bank. Pulling rank, pouring drink, filling up the tank. Candy paint, what you think?
They almost about to turn the microphone on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Trap. I am your DJ and co-host, DJ Exclusive, James Bubba Williams. I want to welcome everybody in this morning. Come on in, get situated, get settled. Make sure you grab your tea, your coffee, your drink, whatever your vice is this morning. Let's get to it. Got a lot of good stuff coming up. Inauguration day. We made it. But please stay vigilant and watch yourself. Morning Trap, y'all. Let's go.
What you think? Take it to the bank. Pulling rank, pouring drink, filling up. You wanna ball with me? Ball with me. Boy, I got my dogs with me. Dogs with me. Know the money calling me. Calling me. Know the money calling me. Calling me. Know you wanna ball with me? Ball with me. Know I got my dogs with me. Dogs with me. Know the money calling me. Calling me. Know the money calling me. the bank. Pulling rank, pouring drink, filling up the tank. Candy paint, what you think? Take it to the bank. Pulling rank, pouring drink, filling up the tank.
The sunset on the PCH is a little different. The sunset on the PCH is a little different. The sunset on the PCH is a little different. The sunset on the PCH is a little different. Buying into the delusion, no one's fault but mine. Overdraft in the dream, thought I was out my mind. No nepotism here, these slave ties. Blood diamonds round my neck, don't let the shame die. Before Riri caught that body, I was anti. The whole brave. Now we could care less about your post game. The most efficient, it don't look fly from close range. The discipline to take you everywhere the prayers came. Sanctified and we all are just entertainers. I doubled up on my major, then Kanye put out we major. They never did me no favors, flying standby for a savior. Been on this frequency since Sega, make this look like a layup. So pay ups the affirmation that I sing. Don't cry for me.
Good morning, welcome to the morning trap, y'all.
Free. Just let that ring.
Inauguration specialist about to go now. Make sure that you are staying tuned.
The sunset.
We're gonna get started here momentarily. As usual, it's your boy DJ Exclusive. Make sure I carry y'all into the morning, right before the show starts, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building that's joining us this morning.
The sunset on the PCH is a little different. If I made time to give you context, would you cry less? Can you digest? Still a ways to go, doing my best, learning on the run. No sleep till the work is done. Insomniac, inherent nightmares with more to come. You're not the only one with dreams to make it in this town. Keep the love, give me your faith, lift me up and hold me now. Method to the madness, Chad Butler will be proud. Underground emperor, your boys doing the town.
No games to play, 'cause you're not fair, my friend. You play no fair, this game no place, no place. You don't ever care, but now I dare to let you know I won't be playing this game. It's your time to lose. No games to play, 'cause you're not fair, my friend. You play no fair, this ain't no place, no face. You don't ever care, but now I dare to let you know. I'll let you know I won't be playing this game. It's your turn to lose, baby. It's time to bluff, my friend. Bluff, my friend. Never know, never know. I won't be playing.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the morning trap. Shout out to everybody that's joining us this morning. We're gonna get the show started momentarily. Make sure that you got your coffee, your tea, whatever it is, y'all. We're about to get started very shortly.
You play no fair. This game is no place, big places. You don't ever care, you don't ever care, you will never care. Now I dare to let you know I won't be playing next game no more. It's over. No, I'll never know.
Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, slide to the left, slide to the right.
Come on in, everybody. Let's get situated. Let's get this thing started. Morning trap. Inauguration specialist going down this morning. I am your DJ and co-host, DJ Exclusive, James Bubba Williams. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure that you share. Make sure that you subscribe, so you always know when the morning trap is live and going down.
Let this be real inside. Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left,
and the dirt's filled with trash? Is that when they realize you can't eat cash? When all of the water is brown and smells funny? Is that when they realize you can't drink money? Yo, it's time to wake up, it's time to wake up.
Wake up.
It's time to wake up, it's time to wake up.
Wake up.
It's time to wake up, it's time to wake up.
Before mankind and Mother Earth break up.
Hello children, welcome to the space station. I'm glad you chose our program for your summer vacation. We sent you the history of Earth, I bet you read it. Cause instead of goofing off, you're here to get some extra credit. That's good. Education lead to success, while ignorance and hesitation lead to a mess. And yes, I guess I'm speaking of the 21st century. To manifest your holograms and follow along.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat rooms right now.
Videos.
We see y'all.
I didn't really know that.
Thank y'all for being here this morning.
Events that would cause their extinction.
Got a great show coming up, Inauguration special.
And who could blame them? The
morning trap. It's about to go down, y'all. Make sure that you're tipping your DJ. Yourself, that's yourself. Myself, me. DJ Exclusive. You hit me up on PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, DJ X3C. And on PayPal, DJ Exclusive. Make sure that y'all check me out, man. Stay tuned. We about to get lit in a short second, y'all.
With no one at the helm, but then after the death of the last honeybee, everything changed in the spring of 2023. When the atmosphere is gone and the oxygen is sold, is that when they realize you can't breathe gold? When everyone is gone and they're all by themselves, is that when they realize you can't love wealth? Yo, it's time to wake up, it's time to wake up.
Wake up.
It's time to wake up, it's time to wake up.
Wake up.
It's time to wake up, it's time to wake up.
Before mankind and Mother Earth break up.
Now before the telepathic implants in our heads, people used to connect using the World Wide Web. They called the internet, where different types of social media store their information sorta like encyclopedias. This medium became the primary tool for self-expression for kids starting from primary school. They formed groups, sometimes as big as 10,000, then sent their sentiments out to all their friends browsing. Now on that day when the bees went extinct, that's when the children pulled humanity from the brink. The hearts of the youth were clear and saw the truth, not jaded like adults trying to make an excuse. They saw the proof of impending doom, so they acted, connected real fast while the parents were distracted. A massive movement formed overnight, demanded widespread change and governmental oversight. The kids had spoken because their future looked broken, and it was potent. It made their parents' eyes open. What was more important than spaceship Earth? The president disagreed, so they replaced him first. It spread globally, priorities changed totally. Inspired by kids, countries cooperated totally. A century later, with great celebration, it's official.
Right by my side. They say to raise a kid, it take a village. That's the way it's been and the way it still is. It don't matter if you're broke or making millions. You need the real ones, the folks never fucking feelings. It's obvious now, this problem's south. We gotta evolve and fight to be the top of the pile. For the king of the hill, that crown gets so heavy. It's lonely at the top and hard to hold steady. Power hungry fantasies cause insanity. It's family that gives you power like Stan Lee. Not a cow but a stampede, understand me? Cause when your head's in the clouds and you can't see, that's when you fall for that old trick, divide and conquer. But multiply with that many times stronger. I got a team so my dream's gonna last longer. And I don't fall for the schemes from fast talkers. If you wanna go fast, walk by yourself. If you wanna go far, walk with someone else. Right by my side, right by my side, right by my side. I keep my tribe right by my side. Life happens in cycles, circles like vinyl. First to the final, staying tribal always works for survival. So I don't stifle that urge cause it's primal. Human beings don't work alone, take you and me. Add 2 or 3 more, now you got community. Add 4 or 5, the tribe grows beautifully. The song of unity, I sing along fluently. Different strokes for different folks.
Welcome to the Morning Trap, y'all.
When we band
I am your DJ and co-host, James Bubba Williams, better known as DJ Exclusive. Want to welcome y'all to the show this morning. Got a great show coming up, man.
Get up like ringtones of one tribe and unified, we're strong like King Kong. If you wanna go fast, walk by yourself. If you wanna go far, walk with someone else. Right by my side, right by my tribe, right by my side, right by my side. I keep my tribe right by my side. Right by. Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that, baby. Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that, baby.
Yo, I was looking for a girl that was looking for me, and
And then I saw her and asked if she wanted some tea. But I'll be honest, I still wanted more than just drinks. Maybe a couple baby carpets and a trip to my beach house. Grab the chrome and take her home. And then we cap the dome, but take it slow. Cause I be liking every stroke of this brush we painting on the picture. Until she busted out the book and started giving scripture. I don't really mean to take on your business.
Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that, baby. Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that, baby.
Yeah. And now I'm looking at you like you were my closest cousin. And
Want to welcome everyone in. Welcome everyone. Come on in. Let's get situated, get settled. We're about to get started here momentarily.
Out of here, I need a drink pronto. Catch a horse like the wind, call me Tonto. Hide away in the safe of a grotto. If this is a taste of my luck, I'm not playing the lotto.
Make sure that you hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that, baby. Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that, baby.
Cause when I think back to the old times, we weren't that good and we weren't that nice. Everything twice like cats and mice. Make us sacrifice for a piece of all of ice. Like we're on a train to the end of the world, but all the surface a child's world. Jump up, jump down, turn around.
Yo.
Basketball up from the ground.
Welcome to the Morning Trap, y'all.
What? Welcome to the Morning Trap. Welcome to the Morning Trap. Y'all, we got the dopest show with the dopest people. All the crew is here looking fly as ever. Let's just go around the room. Rebecca Azora, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited this morning, first of all, because the whole family is here. I see everybody. Welcome back, Mondale and Marcus. We've missed you. And today is also the last day of Trump being in office. So it's a good day. There we go. What is the bullhorn?
That's the appropriate way to celebrate a day that has been 4 years. Yeah, I can never remember. I always say bullhorn, but it's the air cuts. I don't know. Marcus Farrell, man, good to have you back, man. How you doing? Looking fresh.
He on mute.
Ain't on mute, but looking fresh though. On mute.
You looking good. You looking
right.
good.
Whatever he's saying, I know it's fly. I know whatever he's saying is brilliant.
Hey.
There you go. There you
Get
go.
him off. Okay.
Go ahead. Okay. We'll come back to you. Mondale Robinson, man. We are so glad to see you, man. And glad to have you back in the circle and clickbaity at night and everything, man. How you doing, brother?
It's good, man. It's cold out here. T-minus 45. So, you know, I'm super. I like cold weather. I like this type of cold weather. So,
really?
It's good to see y'all.
You say it's ice cold, bro. You said it's like negative 45 degrees.
It's
minus 45. But no, for real. But you back up north, man. It's a little chilly up there, man. Is it hot? What's the temperature? Because it feels good down in Atlanta today. I'd say that much.
No, I mean the entire country is T-minus 45. So you know I don't.
You don't get it, Ben? Come on.
No, I got it.
Oh,
I get it, but he's talking about
it.
like the actual temperature.
But I actually want to ask him about the actual weather because it's cold. Yeah,
I mean
I'm not used to it anymore.
It's polar bear toenails out here, but you know.
James, Bubba Williams, DJ Exclusive. How you doing this morning, brother?
Yo. I'm good, man. It is an awesome, amazing day, and it's only going to get better, you know?
Isn't Isn't it something? And Marcus, whenever you're in there, just jump in there. Isn't it something that the first day we're all able to be on screen together is the day we get to celebrate the end of Donald Trump's presidency? 45 is out the door. I mean, we got 4 hours. In about 4 hours, 3 hours, there will be no more President Donald Trump, and we'll have an opportunity. Rebecca, you're covering a lot of the stuff surrounding this. What are you looking at?
Right now, we're going to discuss the pardons and Donald Trump's last-minute pardons. So the batch of 73 pardons and 70 commutations is expected and is a long-standing presidential tradition of exercising clemency powers at the last minute. So out of these pardons was white supremacist and former Trump aide Steve Bannon. He is suspected to also be a part of the January 6th terrorist attack on the Capitol. So that's only right. Other names included were Elliot Brody, a former top fundraiser for Trump's campaign, who pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy related to a secret lobbying campaign to influence the Trump administration on behalf of a foreign billionaire in exchange for millions of dollars. That's a lot already in itself. The rapper Lil Wayne, everybody know Lil Wayne, he received a pardon after pleading guilty to a gun possession charge in Miami. And then another rapper, Kodak Black, fellow Haitian, received a commutation after he pleaded guilty to a weapons charge. So that's what we got going on right now. What do you guys think about the pardons? Just a few of the ones that I named, but what do you guys think about those pardons?
The most important one is Kwame Kilpatrick. By the way, hello everybody.
Hey, welcome.
I didn't get a chance to say good morning. Yeah, the most important one is Kwame Kilpatrick. I mean, every broken clock is right twice a day, right? As many politicians that have gotten have done lesser things than Kwame. And maybe I'm saying this because he's a Florida A&M rattler, but the former Detroit mayor went to prison a while ago, and it's fair to say that his punishment didn't necessarily match the crime,
right?
Especially in this day and age of politicians who incite riots, politicians who go out of their way, take pay cuts, bail out Wall Street to tremendous amounts, and don't necessarily do their jobs and prosecute them either. Kwame Kilpatrick was the result of whiteness again, right? Like, we must punish the black mayor of Detroit, the outspoken, loud black mayor. And yeah, what he did was wrong, and we can get into that later on, but I don't feel like it because I don't feel like going down that path. But on the same token, that one was right. Everybody else was wrong. And I need my legal experts to make me understand how do you possibly pardon someone for a crime that you haven't been charged with yet?
Yeah. That's a good question.
I ain't no legal expert, so I can't. But it would have been good for a legal expert to be on here to be in.
No, I'm sure somebody in the chat room is going to have a link to that explanation in no time flat.
Now, I have a question for y'all because a couple of the names on there, I have to bring it up. And now it kind of makes a little bit of sense now to why he may have done what he did to show that support. But Lil Wayne, that one is just like, okay, now it kind of makes sense. But do y'all think that he did what he did, showed that support because he already knew he was going to be facing major time? Let me go ahead, back Trump, and then this way I'll be free. And as you see, that's what happened. Lil Wayne?
I think that's exactly what happened. Go ahead, Mondale.
That probably was part of his calculus, but also Lil Wayne has been disrespectful to the black community for more than 5 or 6 years when he said because he's a young, rich N-I-G-G-E-R.
N-word.
And America can't be racist. And also he said Black Lives Matter. Black lives have to matter because he is rich in America. And he's never met racism in his life. So even though he made the song in 2015 about Katrina. So his contradictions have been he has he's lived a life long of contradictions. Here's what I would say about pardons. I think it's an American pastime that needs to go away. I don't think Donald Trump is like alone in stupid pardons, meaning people that don't deserve to be forgiven as it pertains to their criminal record for the dumb stuff that they did. And this year, Donald Trump just makes the list as normal as possible. I mean, don't forget, Bill Clinton did 200 pardons his last day in office.
Right.
And one of them was his brother, So I mean, like this is nothing new. So I mean, it's a stupid thing. I mean, Ford pardoned and impeached. Almost impeached Richard Nixon. Almost impeached. He left office before then. So I mean, like we have this country is the history of this country is stupid when it comes to pardons, and the idea of pardons is stupid in itself.
Yeah,
I mean, I would like to add on, like, Kodak Black and Wayne are mad ignorant, yo. Like,
extremely.
And I don't care if y'all like them or not. Every single person that gets on the microphone and spits some hot bars is not your friend. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all need to stop just backing up people because you stop celebrating as much ignorance. It's fun to have a little bit, but when you come out of your mouth and say that I think all black dark-skinned girls are ugly, like Kodak Black did, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, what you talking about, bro? You crusty black, bro. Like, what you mean, man? Like, you know, we got all kinds.
And he's talking about Kodak Black. He's talking about Kodak Black and Kodak.
I'm talking about Kodak Black. Yeah,
that's some foul stuff to say, but I forgot he said that, but
he said that.
He went out of his way to just dismiss like dark-skinned black women. Like, hey, and
his mother is a dark-skinned woman.
Eating cereal today, and I'm gonna watch some. You know what? I don't like dark-skinned women, just out the blue, right? Just randomly as hell. And at some point you have to, like. But here's the thing. Now I realize that these white folks we think don't be watching, they be watching, and they be loving
absolutely.
And they be loving it, right? And we think it's ratchet drama, right? But I can see Donald Trump in his little room, you know, Googling black man shot on Facebook. Let's see what they did today, right? I can see him Googling what did Kodak Black say about black women. I can see that now because they all watch us and they watch our culture, right? So this is proof in the pudding. Black people culture make y'all do different things, white folks. That's what we do. Like we can say we jump and y'all figure out how to make Jordans out of it.
And it's not funny, or it's not it's not by happenstance that every black person supports Donald Trump kind of show up like they hate the world. People be like, well, Ice Cube doesn't hate black people. And they be like, well, why was he taking money from Steve Bannon and them to start the Big Three and not telling people? You know what I'm saying? Why was he taking that money and not telling people before he came out in support or no support of Donald Trump? So, I mean, you know, I'm questioning folk that show up like Candace Owens, Kodak Black, or a Dusty Tomato, whatever his rap name is. So I just don't have space for people.
Dusty Tomato.
Dusty Tomato.
I know what Kodak Black stand for. No. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Bro, I don't listen.
Sorry,
listen,
it's a new show.
I just don't know. I don't know how you be, you know, how you be ugly and try to call somebody else ugly. I just don't know. Like, that's like me trying to call somebody short. Like, why would he set himself up like that? Why would Kodak Black do that to himself? Because, like, if we pulled up a picture of him and decided to roast him, it might be the best episode we ever had.
It's so much to say about that boy.
I mean,
the
problem is it'll be an extension. I mean, it'll be an extension of what he does, right? Like,
exactly.
Nah, you know what? Like,
exactly.
First, we better than that, right? Like, we clown the Trap Squad, we clown each other,
we
right?
Clown people we love.
When you make a statement like, I don't like dark skinned women, boy, if you don't get your dumb look, you know how beautiful dark skinned women are.
Right.
Are you out of your mind? Are you seriously out of your dumb mind? Right? You know what I mean? Like, and listen, don't get me wrong. I'm waiting for Al Be Sure to come back to make sure that I look good again.
The light skinned brothers. Listen, I don't think they coming back this season, but.
Yeah, bro, I'm sorry.
Rain is fine.
we don't know. But listen, and you guys are right. We can't do tit for tat when it comes to, you know, we can't act like how they act if we were to roast him, which is warranted. But if we were to roast him, we would be just in the same ballpark. It's funny because when he's done a lot of things, and when he did mention that, you know, he didn't like dark-skinned women, we was like, who asked, right? Then a lot of Haitian people, you know, my crew, we were all online and debating it. We were saying, okay, we should have this conversation amongst each other because, you know, he's our fellow Haitian brother, and he is. But however, we need to correct him when he's wrong. He was wrong for sure. And everybody was like, you know, all the hood people back home at the crib was like, nah, but Kodak Black, that dude, man, we can't cut him off. He's like one of the representations of us, of Haitians in the game, but he's not representing us correctly. His whole mama is dark, okay? And he's saying that he don't like dark-skinned women and all of this kind of stuff. And it shows us that when they up in jail and things like that, everybody has turned their backs on him. Not really, but majority of us is looking at them crazy. Lil Wayne, we're looking at him crazy. We're looking at anybody that says the Black Lives Matter movement didn't matter to them. Like we're looking at them in these moments, but who do they go close to? People that are like in the Donald Trump community, Donald Trump, just to make sure that they get that pardon. Now, when he comes out, it's going to be funny because are we still going to hold him accountable for what those things that he said?
No,
that he's done, because everybody still rocks with Lil Wayne, mostly white folks, but everybody still gives him the credit for being the GOAT. Right, but we see what happens when you start messing with Donald Trump, and then we see every time he says something out of his mouth that's ridiculous, he loses a dread. We see Lil Wayne do not look the same.
Y'all trying to start? I guess I'm in on it too because I was the one who suggested we roast.
Rebecca, this last point. No, we're not going to. Of course, we're going to forgive him. No, we're not going to hold him accountable. Tekashi 6ix9ine is a whole snitch.
Yes,
and he literally goes against the ultimate street rule, and he went ultimate. He had the highest live stream in the history of Instagram snitch. The week after he snitched on everybody and got out.
Jesus.
But that's not us forgiving him. That's first of all, Mr. Hernandez is supported heavily by white people. That is white people on the gram streaming him. He is not forgiven. The community has not accepted him. He's destroyed families, and I know he's not comfortable in New York or anywhere. This is why he walks around with a team of 600 people. There's so much security.
Let me jump in there.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Mondale. Jump in there.
I just want to say y'all could put Marcus and Ben and Rebecca, y'all could take the high road like Michelle Obama. When they go low, y'all go high. I am going in on the dark skin ugly. That Bama looked like gold teeth and shit.
Wait. Okay, so if we're gonna do that, if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it right.
Let Mondale do it. He hasn't been
If we're gonna do it, we gotta do it right. Because people may not even know who we're talking about, and people may not understand how this directly connects back to Donald Trump.
Give us a photo.
If we got a photo, we'll pull it up. But this directly ties back to Donald Trump. I won't understand.
The boy looked like a little Debbie Star Crunch. Pull up the picture. The picture. Damn.
I hate to say it. Like I said, he's a fellow Haitian, but we he's disrespectful. And
I mean, Lil Wayne too, though. Like, listen, I was the biggest. The Carter 3 is my joke. I mean, I play that to this.
After.
I love the Carter 3, but I mean, Lil Wayne got some
can we put a side by side of both of these uglies? Let's just do it.
No, because we need to show you what happens when you go against your own
community.
Looks
like one of them looks like bacteria, and one of them looks like a virus.
Oh, you know what it is, man? It's that white supremacy inside of them. Because everybody when we're born in this American system, everybody is born into this system, and all of us have a little bit of white supremacy in us that we got to get rid of. If you want to know, check some church people as they go through certain neighborhoods. They lock their doors just like white folks do, right? They clutch their purses. Wow. So I'm just saying, but when you don't get that demon out of you and you just let it fester, then you start turning into looking like these dudes who want to talk about dark skinned women.
Mondale,
ugly.
you know how corn doesn't digest. That's when
right.
That's when Kodak smile. That's when Kodak smile.
Yeah.
Hey, and Kodak Black looks like a walking coronavirus, dude.
My God.
He looks just like the freaking coronavirus.
I said I wouldn't.
I feel like that's more Lil Wayne. But, it's like what is that show? Lovecraft Country.
The mutated version.
Look at that. Look at
and
that.
Those are good photos, though.
I told you he like a black star crunch. Tell me I don't be spot on.
Those are good photos.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Look at him. Somebody put up the I need for y'all to put up Lil Wayne in the new dreads because he don't even.
The boy looked like Dookie. He looked like somebody took powder and made Dookie. He powdered Dookie.
The morphing.
Okay.
You know how they got the welfare milk and he put the powder in the water? He powdered Dookie. Look at this. Take the show back, man. Take it back. Take it back. Look at that. That's,
there we go.
See,
he wanted
this is
to
when
turn into a white man, a white blonde man.
this is when you cannot get white supremacy out your system, bro.
It's the can't nobody
Somebody
tell me
said-
that ain't 3 pieces of fish.
Hey, his
that
dad
is
looks like a black
catfish.
potato
That boy
chip.
got catfish.
It's catfish.
Okay.
All right,
He looks like a
guys.
black potato
Okay,
chip.
all right. Mr. DJ.
Like that boy he like a whole New Orleans po' boy. Get that.
Hey, what I say yesterday? Didn't I say I wanted some Black Joy up here on this morning show? And this is Black Joy. We ain't stopping. Because if we must,
Donald Trump.
DJ, take us to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about politics and some shenanigans.
Dookie powder, boy. Dookie powder. I made that boy.
Young Dookie, baby. Oh my God, bro.
I pull up to the club looking fresh always. Ladies tryna cop my style, no way. Gonna keep riding like it's my damn day. I'ma do right, I'ma do it my way. I got the swag, I got the bills, I got the thoughts online. And look to kill.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat room right now. Oh man, that was terrible. The morning trap, y'all, we going down.
Down the floor, cause I'm here to say, ain't no one mess with me on bench, they ain't getting paid. I got that swag, I got the bills, I got the thoughts online, and look secure. I get the money, I got the ice on me, I got that good. Seen a lot of problems in my life. Need someone beside me, yeah, alright. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Break the law, I just won't go hard on the street. I'm a dog, yeah, I might just bark on the beat. Break her heart, I don't like to talk when it's cheap. Thank the Lord, she can't find nobody to compete. Yeah,
Man, I wish y'all could hear what's going on in my ear if y'all only knew.
Ask me what we doing when we meet up. Don't know why she worried about a ring. Young nigga know I'm certified.
Young Dookie, baby.
Time, get it right. I was sitting in that holding cell. Where was you? Don't be acting like you know me well. Tell the truth, like the truth. Do it for the homies. I need fame on the block every day. Know they blowing Mary Jane by the block. Used to see them Chevy Brands spinning when the wheels stop. Shorty know I love her, but the drill never stop. Just stay around, stay around for me. 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 Yo, it's crazy how we make narratives to prepare ourselves for embarrassment. Every minute spent with somebody you love, you should just cherish it. Trying to be cool, trying to act like I don't need love when I do. I can see cool lies told to myself, trying to find something true. Honestly, I wish she would stay around, hold it down. Shooters always miss, did too much to quit. Play it out, I don't know who fault, I don't really care. Lay it down, all the pain in life, don't compare to this. Stay around. Seen a lot of problems in my life. Need someone beside me, yeah, alright. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Sometimes I don't know what to do. All I know, all I know.
Oh man, I can't breathe.
All I know, all I know, all I know. X-ray vision. I can see right through you, see right through you now. Where you living? You see how I do it, what's it clean now? Right on
I can't
time.
breathe.
Catch your attitude, you
Young Dookie, baby.
Okay. Here's the deal. I finally figured out what bonus stuff we're gonna give members in the future. Members, let me tell you something. We don't have it set up yet. Don't go become a member or anything yet. We're gonna work out the particulars. But if y'all could get access to what we be doing behind the scenes, in between scenes, whoo, Lord, I didn't think I thought I was gonna die from look at James. James over there, the DJ over there sweating. I'm just, y'all want to be a part of what happens behind the scenes. And so we're going to make that happen as a bonus thing. Where do we even start, y'all? I don't even know where to start.
With a passion.
That man trying to work and we over here talking in his ear.
I don't understand. I mean, like Mundell.
Mundell. Hey, Mundell, talk about Kodak Black like Kevin Hart, bro.
Okay. Have you seen him? Okay. Okay. Dookie powder, okay? Oh my God. Look, they don't like dark-skinned women. Oh my God. Dark-skinned Dookie. In other news.
Yes, all right. Ooh, Lord. I honestly have completely. Oh no, I got the story now. It's come back to me. Donald Trump is so mad about losing, he's considering starting a third party called the Patriot Party. Now, we fully expected this, in addition to the possibility of Donald Trump starting a media company, if he's able to stay and avoid prison time. If he's able to avoid prison time, I believe Donald Trump will be able to get the funding for anything that he wants to do, including a media company. But the first thing that he wants to do, ladies and gentlemen of the panel, he wants to start a Patriot Party because, well, the Republican Party is kind of making it clear that they're not going to go with him on this. Now, there is a clip I'm going to pull from a different segment of Mitch McConnell. I'm going to pull a clip of Mitch McConnell discussing and just outright telling the nation that he believes that Donald Trump is responsible for the insurrection. Now, that said, that this does not make Mitch McConnell a hero because he is part and parcel of the problem, right? But this does signify to me that they are going to turn on Donald Trump and possibly find him guilty of these impeachment charges, of these articles of impeachment, because if he is not found guilty, he is able to run for president again, and that will give him power to actually build a third party. I want to throw it over to you all. Let's start with Mundell. What do you think about the possibility of the third party?
I want to donate to Donald Trump's party. I wanted to be the most successful third party in the history of this country because the success of Donald Trump party is the death of the Republican Party. I want it to be super successful. I want him to run candidates at every level, and I want his patriots to be armed and try to storm every capital in this country. Yes, Donald Trump, start the Patriot Party, because your definition of patriotism is detrimental to Republicans' way of life. And guess what that means? More Black people can get freedom and closer to liberation, and reparations might be a thing.
Marcus, what you think about it?
Is his party going to? So if his party is successful, Republicans are going to. They might act like they're backing away from it. But if it's successful, they're just going to go right back to it, right? Because do Republicans help people? This is a question for the panel. Yes or no? Do Republicans help people?
No,
absolutely not.
Of course
no.
not.
Okay, so if it's a successful party, no matter whether they help people or not, and it's Republican and it's anti-Democrat, then who do you think they're going to go to?
Right. But yeah, but Trump won't be anti-Democrat. He'll be anti-anybody against him.
Right. I understand that. But what I'm saying is Republicans have shown consistently that they're self-absorbed and they're about self first. They're not about helping people. Right. So whatever successful thing that's around them, like the Tea Party's creation wasn't classical Republican values. Right. Right. That was selfishness values. Right. And so was this whole new movement of the people who ran up in the Capitol. So what I'm saying is if Donald Trump starts something and it becomes successful, why trust and believe all those Republicans who are want to distance themselves from Donald Trump right now will be right back over there with him.
Okay. So you're saying if he builds it successfully, that they're going to come over. They'll just go over there.
They can't help it. They go with the wind, right? I mean, we are talking about DC people, a whole bunch of folks who actually whatever wind takes them a certain direction, they do it. If the country says that we want healthcare, they'll give you us a modified version of healthcare that won't actually help anybody. Like they cover things.
Divergence law, basically.
Yeah.
Mundell, what you think about it?
Well, the pushback on that is that first of all, the Tea Party was not actually a party. It was a faction within the Republican Party. Donald Trump is talking about starting an entire third party, like a new party, like the Green Party. And I don't know that Republicans, actually, what I don't know is the voters will not, diehard Republican voters will not forgive those who leave to form another party. It just doesn't work that way. And I think there will be those who follow Trump, and those people aren't diehard Republicans. Those people are diehard white supremacists, and they'll forgive you as long as you bow down again to white supremacy. But those that are Republicans will never vote for you again. We see them; they have a visceral reaction to who Trump is and what he did to their party. And you can see that because so many of them have left the party. We see this all over Republican like places where they're leaving in thousands, leaving the party because of Trump.
Let me jump in there and enhance the conversation. Dwayne, do we have that clip yet? Because I think what Mondale is speaking to is critical, but the moment is now. Because if they don't make their move now in terms of convicting him, he's going to be able to run for office, and he's going to get the backing he needs. So I think that faction of the Republican Party that you're talking about, they have to strike now. Don't you think?
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. The problem is Mitch McConnell is trying to have it both ways. So he didn't want. So when he knew it was no way that the Senate could do it under his watch, he made it so that the Democrats can do it. So he basically politicized even more the trial, the conviction for the impeachment, right? So what happened is, I guarantee you, the day that the Senate start having hearings in the Senate for Donald Trump's impeachment, Mitch McConnell is going to send out a fundraising email. Democrats are trying to they're not trying to focus on what people need. They're trying to, so he's going to raise money off of it. And he's never going to, if there's enough votes to impeach Trump, he's never going to cast a vote for it.
I just think the people who capitulated to Donald Trump wouldn't mind going to his party. That's it. I think
and there's a lot of them too.
Yeah, the people who it was politically feasible in the past for them to just say, you know what, forget my values, forget my state of Florida, or forget my state of Georgia. Like, I'm just going to go and do whatever Donald Trump says for 4 years, and then he finally does something that's hyper reckless. I don't, and then he goes back to creating a party after he's out of office that, if it becomes popular and he sees some of his constituents going to it, they're gonna go right to it. They're gonna change parties themselves because they weak, man.
Let's do this, because I want to move the conversation a little bit. Let's run this clip of Mitch McConnell, because I think it comes down to now or never. Like, and however it gets done, if they don't stop Donald Trump now, the Republicans are going to have a major problem on their hands. So let's take a look at a portion of this clip from Mitch McConnell.
The mob was fed lies. They were provoked by the president and other powerful people. And they tried to use fear and violence to stop a specific proceeding of the first branch of the federal government, which they did not like. But we pressed on. We stood together and said an angry mob would not get veto power over the rule of law in our nation.
All right. I want to go around. I want to go around the table on this one because one, I don't think anybody. I think at best he's doing exactly what Mondale said. He's just trying to have it both ways. We obviously know Mitch McConnell is one of the biggest problems in the country, probably equal to Donald Trump. So he should get no points for this. But I want to just go around the table. Rebecca, then Marcus, then Mondale, and then James, you take us out. What do you think in terms of what Mitch McConnell is trying to do here? Do you actually think he cares about anything that he's saying? Rebecca?
No, he doesn't care about anything that he's saying. That we know that already. It's like him and everybody else who's trying to speak against him. They're trying to, which we've discussed on other shows, they're trying to make sure that because it's the last day, and they literally chose the last moment to speak against him, that this will be recorded. This will be recorded for them speaking against him before he left office. This is something that they've always felt but couldn't speak up about. Now they're here and they're literally denouncing him. Yet all these things have happened for the last 4 years. Mitch McConnell, you literally just led some BS about giving America money, assisting America. Who is listening to you? Like, when y'all just played that clip, I was like, boy, bye. Like, no one is listening to you. So when we do hear these people who have been behind Donald Trump all this time speaking, it literally just, their words are basically, they have no worth, they have no weight, they're counterfeit. He's not believable.
Marcus, to that point, then how should, because you got people like Joe Manchin in there, right? You got people in there who quite honestly may not go with this impeachment idea or go with the articles to convict Donald Trump. So politically speaking, does his words carry any weight to sway more either Republicans or even Republicans like Joe Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia? Do you think that Mitch McConnell's words will have any impact swaying the vote?
If you date a woman for 2 years and you never say I love you and she breaks up with you and then that day you say I love you, then you think that's going to matter?
Mm-mm.
Right? Like, but I love you. No, you don't. Right? What are you talking about? And that's virtually what the Republican Party is doing right now. All I got to say about Mitch McConnell is I just want to tip him over on his shell and just spin him around. Turtle.
He's giving me turtle. He's giving me turtle. You're right. He's giving me much turtle.
I don't believe in animal violence at all, but I just want to flip him over on his back, his little shell, and just turn him around and twist him.
Turtle.
Yep.
So okay, so there's two parts to this. I do believe, Marcus, some people love language is not words. Right? There's acts of service. So some folk may not say I love you throughout the 2-year relationship, but acts of service matter. So all I'm saying is, I could have showed you love for 2 years without saying I love you. And what I mean is, I think there are some points that are breaking points. I do believe that the Republicans are weak on the point of holding Trump accountable, meaning it never happened, especially for Mitch McConnell, who has one of the hottest spots. Mitch McConnell is going to the Florida of hell. The Florida of hell. I got that on good accord. I already talked to 6 angels and they told me it's true. Because
the African angels?
Yeah, black, dark skin, Kodak black color angels. But he's going to hell. Hot hell. But what I'm saying is, listen, Mitch McConnell and his wife, right? Mitch McConnell didn't say this until his wife walked out of the administration at the last minute. And his wife is sick as it pertains to her role in the administration as well, and some of the stuff she backed. Mitch McConnell has no grounds to stand on, and I don't believe anything. He's slippery as a drunk fish with oil. And
it's the descriptions for me.
Yeah, let me get past the description and get to what I mean. Let me get past the description what I mean. This is the person who has already started obstruction of Joe Biden's presidential. I don't know if you saw his speech. That part of the speech you just played, part of that speech, he talked about how there's no mandate from voters to be as liberal as Joe Biden wants to be, or to do all types of liberal things. But the problem with that is 80 million people voting in this country is a first. This is the largest voter turnout since 1912. And also the Republicans lost the Senate. I don't understand how he's saying this is not a mandate. This is a mandate for sure. But he's already set in stone. He's already set in stone, so he can do nothing or hold his party to it. So what I'm saying to Joe Biden is, this is connected, y'all. Joe Biden, you got about 2 months before I start swinging at your head to get rid of the filibuster, to make the Senate get rid of the filibuster. Because if not, nothing's going to happen in the Senate. And it's going to render all of our work to turn out 80 million voters useless.
How long did you give them? You said 2 months?
2 months to get rid of the filibuster.
2 months. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
May I add on in something real quick? Y'all forget that Bernie Sanders is now the chair of the Senate Budget Committee.
Hey,
ooh! Now listen. Can I get an air horn for that? I'm gonna say it again. Bernie Sanders is now the chair of the Senate Budget Committee. Listen, Bernie's been up in DC for close to 40 years now, if not 40 years, right? He's been in DC, and he's received a whole bunch of no from everybody. Right. He's one of the most hated politicians. But he shouldn't be, right? But he's one of the most hated politicians just because he's literally consistently tries to look out for working people, right? He's one of the most loved by unions, one of the most hated by just establishment politicians because he's always pushing the ball forward.
Yeah.
Y'all done messed around and let this man get his keys to the Ferrari.
That's the highlight.
Yeah, after y'all forced him to sit in the passenger side of a buggy for 40 years. Now he gets the keys to the Ferrari. So what does this mean in all of these things? Well, there's going to be moderate Democrats who are going to be scared because you got to understand something. Y'all better hope Bernie doesn't hold a grudge because some of y'all stopped policies and stopped him from getting what he needed for the American people. Right now, I spend a lot of time hitting Bernie from the obvious faults that he has. But one thing I know is that Bernie's going to be willing to spend some of that money, right? So what you're going to start hearing is conversations about budget deficits and this, that, and the other, just because Bernie has it. But to be honest with you, the money has always been there. Right. I'm interested in seeing what he does if he does anything about the military-industrial complex. I'm seeing if he does anything about actually providing funding to organizations and providing funding to, the big spending bill things that like literally got knocked off by Mitch in the last budget person. So it's just very interesting that Bernie is there, and one thing that does have to happen to push what Mondale said is if that filibuster is not overturned, he becomes powerless, and that's something that we need to make sure doesn't happen.
Absolutely. James, I want to come to you, DJ Exclusive. But before I do, I want to latch on to what Marcus is saying, right? Because one of the critical things in these conversations is not just the horse race, right? Sometimes we get into the sports part of politics, calling balls and strikes, but they're like real underlying implications for real people. And so, as we talk about Joe Biden and his administration and the problems of what's going to be lingering from Donald Trump, at the end of the day, the people really just want to know how they gonna survive. Like what is this system gonna do for us? Talk about it and then take us to a break.
In the words of my daddy, Mitch McConnell is full of
Okay.
Because I know that's what my daddy say. Watch it right now.
Listen, shout out to the DJ for being disciplined enough to be so self-reflective that he knows how to get rid of the curse words. Shout out, brother. Shout out.
Yeah, I guess control of it. So,
I like that type of black man with self-reflection.
Wait a minute. We can all bleep ourselves, can't we? Oh, okay. All right. No, we're going to get the devices. Anyway, go ahead, James. We found a solution.
Have that button.
We're going to have our own button.
Every second, Mondale is going to be like, do. They're
going to be like, take Mondale's buttons away.
Y'all going to hear a whole segment where I'm just like,
right. I'm about to say Marcus would be the one that seems like, beep and beep beep and beep.
Hey man, look, no, y'all done gave me an idea, bro. We about to gamify this profanity. James,
I like colorful language, man. Listen, it's a beautiful thing. We're a different type of show, but there's something beautiful about using.
I don't curse in the morning.
James, finish your point and take us to the break. So
I feel like that's a lie, Mondale, but okay.
Hey, I'm sorry. Anyway,
man, just play some music.
Drop the sounds. Look at Mondale. When you lie, you blink, right? I don't curse in the morning.
He's being kidding.
We'll be back as soon as give us some music, man. Y'all done lost all control of ourselves.
Yeah, right. And I promise, if y'all get me on this break, I got something for y'all.
Better listen to me, get the feeling like the far side. No, it's hard, but I make it look easy. All black 750 my Yeezy, and we came up bumping that Jeezy with the bread stacked up like keep. Hope your mama still praying like Jesus.
Dwayne, open the mics up, Dwayne.
Down south demon, though I've been scheming. Sheesh, way too legit. Never been one to forget. Ever since I was a jit, she threw a bit. I didn't care like one bit. I wasn't built to be sweet. I came right back with the glow. I came right back with the flow. If you decide, she gon' lay on you back.
Yo, I'm about to cut my camera off now because. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat room checking in and joining us this morning on the Morning Trap, y'all. Inauguration special. Hope that you are enjoying the show thus far. Let's make sure that you stay tuned. We got some good stuff coming up for you.
Call me what you want, you could even call me broke. Shawty out here always getting mad when I smoke. I I just told her, do not worry, girl. Cause you still be up on my mind when I see blurry, girl. Yeah, text me, hit me on the snap too. I like to wake up to a picture of that red too. And she
shout out to my mom and dad that's watching right now.
Girl, you so
Man.
fine, I wanna roll you in the backwood. I just feel alone unless you call me on the phone, yeah. I can't leave my home, I've been in here way too long, yeah. Cause I just think about you always on my mind. Even when I'm high, even when I'm high. Like, I've been smoking strong, I stay doing that a lot, yeah. I still check my text just to see if you respond, yeah. Ay, cause I just think about you always on my mind. Even when I'm high, even when I'm high. She said,
I know I done seen a lot, but I know I ain't seen it all yet. If you ain't talking about it, tell them call back. I be on a mission, they be trying to stop that. They just want the money, I just want the old times back. I've been on the hunt for something to believe in. Try to lead the game, they hit me with the treason. Ability to feel a vibe before I see it. The way that they be acting, gotta play on his defense. So I'ma take them where they never go. Like I'm the only one with L's in the vehicle. Got your attention like a scale in a Kia code. They brainwash, I think I'm the only sign of hope. Live life, chase dreams, that's the antidote. Drop drops, hope you listening to every quote. Make moves, breaking news that I do the most. When it come to making this music, homie, I overdose. Most valuable player going hard all season. I make the game look easy. I give 'em something to believe in. If I'ma do it, I'ma do it for a reason. Only day one, homie, who you see me with. Damn right, that's the same clip. And we all be on the same mission. If we gon' do it like we mean it. MVP going hard all season. I make the game look easy. I give 'em something
Shout
to
out
believe
to Trap Squad, Squirrel Gang, Dragon Gang, that's in the chat room. See y'all.
Damn right, that's the same clip. And we all be on the same mission. If we gon' do it like we mean it. Trust me, I've been in your shoes before. Made bad decisions being humble. Had to mix the good and bad like gumbo. In the trap, camouflage just a studio. Stacking paper, trying to stay away from groupie hoes. Going harder than I ever had to go before. Got the type of information that you need to know. Try and share it with the people that I do it for. Real shit, I'm at the top level, working with a full schedule out the bury haters. I just went and brought a new shovel. This for all my players going harder than the usual. Staying sane is a full-time job too. I give them something to believe in. Feel like money, only thing that kept me breathing. Had to cut back on some things, make it even. Now I'm balanced offense and defense. Yeah, triple double, I be going in. I ain't stopping till they say quit. Guaranteeing that I get the win. Mess with me, you get some benefits. We gon' bring it back to my side. Had to do it for the team. Then every time that you see me, they yelling MVP. Most valuable player going hard all season. I make the game look easy. I give 'em something to believe in. If I'ma do it for a reason. Only day one, homies, who you see me with. Damn right, that's the same play.
Oh my gosh, I just wish I just
we gon' do it like we mean it.
unmute this microphone.
I make the game look easy. I give 'em something to believe in. If I'ma do it for a reason. Only day one, homies, who you see me with. Damn right, that's the same play.
What's I hear they saying I got something wrong with my mic. Y'all can't hear me out there today?
I'm addicted to the game. If I had to stop, I think I might just go insane. Playing through the injuries like I don't feel a thing. And everybody on my team feel the same way.
Shout out to everybody in the chat room. I see that we got 1,000 viewers right now on YouTube, so making sure y'all appreciate y'all.
If I'ma do it for a reason. Only day one, homies, who you see me with. Damn right, that's the same clip. And we all be on the same mission. If we gon' do it like we mean it. MVP going hard all season. I make the game look easy. I give 'em something to believe in. If I'ma do it for a reason. Only day one, homies, who you see me with. Damn right, that's the same clip. And we all be on the same mission. If we gon' do it like we mean it.
That girl over there.
Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out Courtney, the team. I see y'all, man.
Girl, I don't play no games. Bet you never find another like me. You sure you wanna fuck with me? What you say? She said, alright, what we doing tonight? Stick with me, I'ma change your life. I'll show you things you never seen before. Let's take a trip
all around the world. Buy you the finest things you deserve. You need a man who's gonna put you first.
Yes.
Be the one. Yeah. Let me be the one. Let me be the one.
What is wrong with my boy?
Oh, are we on camera?
I'm on one today. I like to see him like that.
You on?
I like to see him
God.
like that.
No, there were ants in the chair. And I was trying to get the ants out of the chair.
He was breaking his back. He was busting something.
He was doing the Wody.
Free Wody. Hashtag free Wody.
Free Wody.
Hey, where? No, we have to do a wellness check. Where is our family puppy? How's Wody doing?
I have not seen Wody in a minute.
I told you the feds be watching the show. You gonna stop that, boy?
I just want
feds be lurking.
No, during the break. No, for real. During the break, I somehow he got fed 3 times instead of 2 times yesterday. So he left the big old mean grumpy on the floor because he's still a puppy. So I had to go clean up after him, throw it in, and
See, that's
then I gave him
Kodak Black's nickname should be a mean grumpy, bro.
It is, ain't it? I'm telling you, it is. It is. It has to be. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Can I just say something, y'all? I do not condone gambling, right? At all.
Yeah.
But last night, for some reason, I don't know what it was. For some reason, I went and bought that Mega Million ticket because it's like $730 million, right? Why I'm upset that I didn't win as if it was already my money. Because in my head, I was like, I'm going to get this, show is. I'm going to get that, show is, watch and see. I ain't win. I ain't get one damn number. Like,
you know what's funny?
You and everybody, you and a lot of other people ain't win.
That's what I was going to say. It's like you probably just gave us our most relevant segment of the entire day because everybody bought a ticket. Everybody bought a ticket. Right?
Everybody I know.
The family bought like $60, $80 worth of tickets.
But see,
nobody and tonight.
See, I'm okay with gambling. Gambling is cool with me. I don't like playing like the slots and that random stuff. Give me a game of poker and we can, no.
That's not gambling. That's less gambling, right? That's more skill set. Out of clarity, my grandfather back in the day won $180,000 from the Fantasy 5 in Florida, right? Like he hit the numbers, right? Yeah, and what I found is a couple of things. First, he put most of it back into his restaurant, but all the snakes in the grass came out. Right, all of them.
Hey, when brother, you got money like cousins from another, like you ain't never met.
Give me $10,000. You give me $10,000, I'll turn around and flip that. How? I'm gonna sell avocados.
Avocado.
And there ain't nothing wrong with selling avocados, but not with no 10 stacks, right? So, yeah, like
what you gonna go out and buy Haas?
Right.
Put Haas out of business. You gonna put Haas out of business?
But on the same token, I also think about the massive amount of money in tickets that he spent to get that, right? Like he probably spent $100,000 throughout his life to get 180. Yeah, so.
It becomes such a crazy addiction.
If one of our listeners and viewers won the lottery, you go over to Super Chat and
Super Chat, baby,
give your reparations. But I digress. So
and also know that we had something to do with your day, so you were owed some of that money.
Yeah, agreed.
This is emotional labor. This is work. It really is. To carry the burden of white supremacy and capitalism and try to make you laugh in the meantime.
Listen,
that tears up. That rips your soul.
And to be cute with it every morning. Come on,
you know what I mean? Because
it's a lot of work.
Because let's be real. Underneath every single person on this screen is a beast that's ready to rip into this. Well, anyway, I digress. The point is, it takes a lot for us to package all that up and contain it and bring you a smile in the morning when America's America. America being America, Mitch McConnell making promises and making statements that we really can't believe. We know the insurrection was fomented by Donald Trump. The question is will they do anything about it? Not only was it Donald Trump, but it was all of his legion, all of the people who came from across the country to march up the steps of the Capitol to make their statement. There has been an analysis done of the images of the tattoos of many of the participants. It was done by Business Insider. We want to take a look at it so that you can see exactly what was in the Capitol.
Looking more closely at the scenes of insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, we started noticing dozens of symbols everywhere. The details of what people wore and carried revealed a deeper story about possible future threats. We combed through hours of footage and found evidence of a complex network of groups driven by conspiracy theories, white supremacy, and a Trump-infused brand of Christianity.
We love you. You're very special.
As some tried to break open Capitol doors, these men pushed their way through the mob, wearing yellow logos on their jackets. The Oath Keepers are one of the largest anti-government militia organizations in the U.S. today. They vow to protect America from what they call the New World Order. Their patches worn not on our watch. These men wear a Roman
Let's pause it
numeral.
real quick. I want to pause it real quick because Oath Keepers, they have a long reputation in this country in terms of their positions, their white supremacy, what they stand for, what they believe in. And I know they're going to go into it more, but I want to hear from our panel in terms of even if not this group specifically, the underlying groups. You see QAnon was there. You see all these, the Proud Boys were there. You see all these organizations that are actually organized. Mondale, just speak to those different organizations, including the Oath Keepers.
Let me tell you the sickness of white supremacy. Let me explain it to you. These guys, Oath Keepers, I can't stand Oath Keepers because they are a walking contradiction. First of all, white supremacy is at the root of Oath Keepers for sure. These people are stupid enough to put protectors of the Republic, but they're anti-government.
Right.
You're here to protect America, but you're anti-government. America doesn't exist but for its government. Like I'm so confused by it. Like what you're really saying is you're anti-diversity, you're anti anything that's not uplifting whiteness, right? They want it back to the old republic, meaning when white men were the only people who had a say in what this country looked like. Let's be honest, Oath Keepers, because the oath says you protect this country from enemies, foreign and domestic. So you can't be keeping the oath and also supporting them. Exactly. Right. And then the Proud Boys and the rest of these QAnon folk, I mean, let's just be honest, man. I mean, there's an industry for misinformation, and a lot of people were making money off of radicalizing these people. And they talk about the clerics and how they radicalize people in Islamism. Then they're afraid to call them extremists and just let them be the representation of themselves. They make them representation of an entire religion, a religion that is larger than Christianity, right? Talking about the Muslim Islam, but they never talk about Pat Robertson and these white Christians who say the same thing, if not worse, as those extremists. If you think about what Pat Robertson said about the feminist movement, it's not about women equality. It's about lesbians who want to tear down white male patriarchy, right? If
Pat Robertson from the 700 Club.
Absolutely. And no one says he's a white Christian extremist, but he is. And I mean, and his language is as dangerous as any extremist around this world, but we don't talk about it in that manner because he's white.
I like the way you connected that, right? And I want to keep the video playing, but look how you connected. Like you see the extremism that's there in Washington, D.C. They're organized. They have their patches. They're identified, but there's a backstory to it. And that's the radicalization of them, including Christian zealots. So let's keep it going and we'll continue the conversation.
3. That's the emblem of the 3 percenters. The group promotes a myth that only 3% of American colonists fought to overthrow the British, and that they are the modern-day defenders of our Constitution. And then there's the Kraken. The legendary sea creature has become a rallying cry for people who believe there's a trove of evidence that will soon be released to expose massive voter fraud and other plots against Trump. Also hailing from imaginary lands is the green flag of Kekistan. It's a fictional country that started as an alt-right meme, an inside joke to mock the political correctness of liberals.
But let's pause it here. Because this is actually meaningful. And actually, Marcus or Rebecca, because there's overlap here, the political overlap, as well as the social media overlap, as well as the political use of literally what we do, what all of us do. This is what Kekistan and all this is about. But from the political perspective, it is actually, Marcus, speak on it from the political perspective.
No, I'm going to let Rebecca speak on it because I got something that I think is going to wrap this up.
Okay.
So Rebecca,
all right.
Well, really, all I have to say about that, because Ben just skipped right over me and went straight to Marcus. But really, what I have to say about that is,
I was coming to you.
It's okay. It's okay. What we're looking at here is conspiracy theorists leading the charge. The Trump terrorists are actually looking at this video game concept,
Yes.
this whole imaginary thing, and making it real. This is how they live their life. This is how Donald Trump himself runs things. They create these lies and go by it. They literally storm the Capitol with the idea that these things are real, but this misinformation is being spread all across Trump's terrorist squad, and they're believing these things. And this is why it's more dangerous as we have these platforms. And these people have had these platforms for 4 years. This whole time that Trump has been in office, they've been curating these stories and everything, and had these large amount of followers who are believing this stuff, retweeting and reposting. And it wasn't until just recently they started really honing in on, okay, this is misinformation, and shutting down people's pages and not allowing people's pages to be verified because of this. But all this stuff has already been out. So they've been carefully curating and planning this whole moment. And it just goes to show how dumb they are, but how dangerous it is for them to believe these kind of things, because what we're going to get is what we saw at the Capitol recently.
Marcus. These are patriots of another, real quick, Marcus. These are patriots of America carrying a different flag of another country.
Right.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Guys, I don't care what they do. I don't care what patches they wear. I don't care what flags they fly. I don't care. They all cap and they all full of crap to me. I don't care what none of them do. You know why I don't care? I don't care because they represent white supremacy. And whether they had hoods on up there, riding horses and had torches, I don't care what they're doing, right? We know who they are. America has completely identified it. And the onus is on Joe Biden and Congress and the Senate to actually fix it. I want to see the same energy that they put into COINTELPRO for these people. I want to see the same exact energy that they put into all of the things that hurt the black community whenever we try to get free and just get our basic decency as human beings. I want to see it. Because if y'all don't make laws like they made laws against us, then every single black voter in Georgia should not turn out for y'all anymore. Every single black voter that got Donald Trump Joe Biden elected, y'all don't deserve to have our votes anymore. This right here is the moment that y'all can prove that y'all appreciate the black voters that got you your seats right now. And I'm talking about Raphael Warnock. I'm talking about John Ossoff, and I'm especially talking about Joe Biden, right? If you got appreciation for black voters and you think black voters had anything to do with a victory, I don't care what they do. They showed us what they did. They did something illegal. They wore their patches and identified themselves as illegal people that were trying to insurrect the country. If y'all don't give them the same energy that they gave us, y'all don't like black voters. We voted y'all in there because we want, Mondale said this, and I believe it. Black voters want a normal government, safety, right? Like we black people, we have a hard time catching up with Fight for 15 and not Fight for 15, but some of these things that progressive push, because all we want is a government that just works for us in general. All we want to do is get our votes counted, like the basics, right? Then we could talk about it. This is a basic thing. When government treats white supremacy like it is illegal, like saying the word Nazi, when they do that and they treat these people like Nazis, I want to use the most fierce words that I possibly can use when I'm talking about white supremacy. And if y'all don't create laws and govern on that aspect, then y'all don't appreciate black voters.
Period.
Y'all don't. It's that simple. So if y'all don't do anything about it, don't expect the black vote no more. If they get off, don't expect the black vote. If you're trying to unify with them, don't expect the black vote, because we're not there. We don't want to unify with people who want to insurrect the government just because we voted.
They ready to overthrow everything because we voted. Burn it all down because we voted.
People voted.
Because black people voted.
I think this was necessary. I mean, if you all remember, especially if you let's just paint the picture. It was what was it, 64 when Detroit was on fire? Whenever it was 64 or 65 when Detroit was on fire. This year, America was on fire, and we saw the blowback from Detroit. And we also see what happened now. I mean, white people are amazingly upset at how powerless white supremacy is in 2020 or 2021 now. And I think this is not to this. No one should forget that this is America and white supremacy is still capital. But the defeat on national scale ticked these people off to the level that they were like willing to risk their lives and some of them take their lives,
lost their lives,
to defend white supremacy. And just like when Selma was caught on TV, it changed America's perspective of what racism is. This Capitol riot caught on TV changed the perspective of what white supremacy means in 2021. So I'm super excited about Marcus. I'm glad I am. It does mean something to me that these people patches were caught and investigated, because what happens is
that means we
can no longer say we can no longer say you don't have a starting ground. Nor can the FBI say, well, we can't investigate them because they're not a part of an ongoing investigation. Because now all of these organizations are part of an ongoing investigation. So they should dig deep into their cannons and find out who are the
this is how I know. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah, you're happy about the evidence. And what I meant by I don't care is they're on camera. We got their cell phones. We know they're there. We know every single one of them. I don't care what patches they wear. I think people within a mile, like, go hardcore like you would for a black community. Y'all bombed. The government bombed Philadelphia. The government bombed Philadelphia. The MOVE movement, right? They bombed them. They dropped a bomb in an American city and destroyed multiple people's homes just because the black folks said, well, you know what? We don't want to do what you say today. Now, okay, guess what? The exact opposite. There wasn't no bomb dropped on that crowd. So I think they should drop a proverbial bomb on everybody who showed up to the rally. Let's go further. Let's go further than just who. Let's go further than just who just ran up into the Capitol. Let's get everybody who was at the rally. Let's get Fox News who reported in the rally. Let's get whatever networks that reported the rally. Let's get Rush Limbaugh and everybody who was like, show up to the rally. Let's get everybody.
So be sure, like not the people who are covering the rally, like, you know, the journalists got to be able to be there, but the people, the media infrastructure underneath that created that rally, like you said, Rush Limbaugh, right? That crowd, because it's funny that the whole Kekistan, that the green flag that we were looking at a moment ago, it's so easy for them to. There is literally no excuse.
Be identified.
It is so, because I know the people who started this. I can tell that I'm not, because I don't, you know, we don't still don't like the feds. Y'all gonna do this work, but it don't mean we're gonna like you though. Y'all better go get them. We still ain't gonna like you, just for the record. But it's so easy to get all of these people at this point because they ain't telling the American government that they don't want to obey them today. They ran up. I mean, there's literally not a black person in this country who could have got anywhere near the Capitol in the way these white racist men did.
And right now we're looking at all this, but I feel like it's like the slow movement, right? It's like if this were to be black folks, which it wouldn't have been, but if this were to be black folks, I'm talking about overnight, baby, everybody would have been either killed, in jail. They would have got your kids, your uncle, your granny, everyone. Everybody. But we're watching in this slow movement. The fact that the FBI was like, if you know something, dude, because I was about
what
to
do
say
you mean if we know?
We watch this with you on television. We watch. You guys literally are
same video you
with
got.
Everything to get these folks, and yet you're here asking us for help. And then black folks went to work. They was like, okay, well, this one work here, this one work. How are they doing more work than y'all? I just can't understand why it's not like. I mean, I can because white supremacy, but it's just I'm looking at this and I'm like, yo, these people literally went home, tried to get on a flight, tried to do all of this. Oh, my camera is gone. I'll be right back. Battery is dead.
Yeah. She was going off. I told y'all to plug it in. You got to plug the camera in. You got to get plugged in.
She pulled a Marcus, didn't she, Ben?
Yeah,
she pulled a Marcus on us.
Look, Marcus be like, take me down, take me down. Look,
you got to
Dwayne, take me down.
change. You got to charge the camera all night long, ma'am. All night long.
Or at least charge it sometime.
Listen. This is what I have to say on this one right here. It's very simple. If we don't, these guys shouldn't even need help. But I tell you who will go to jail. Anybody black that was out there.
Oh, he already locked up. The black guy.
Oh no, they already got the other one too, right? Like they're like listen, if you're a black person, you want to even in racism, they find the black people.
That's that. You mean the black guy in the chamber, right? He just standing there by himself, like, bro, what are you doing there?
Right. You mean
the other black guy too
Owens?
who beat the cop with the bat. They caught him too.
You mean Candace Owens ain't safe hiding over there with the white supremacists? You mean they at the end of the day they're gonna still come back and get her anyway?
Man, but she's a grift. Even to them, she's a grift. She ain't about that life. She's a grift. She's a
y'all see who wasn't out there.
You know what I mean? She know better than that. I'm a go. Hey, listen, I'm gonna support y'all, but I'm not gonna go out there with y'all because y'all know,
I'm Candace Owens.
She remembered that she used to be a part of NAACP.
She knew what was about to go down.
She remembered
Candace Owens knew. She knew I ain't going out there with y'all.
In Candace Owens' defense, she's on record in high school beating white supremacy. She sued somebody for racism, a school district in Connecticut. Even though she said she's never experienced racism, she got a lawsuit where she won against racism.
Well, she went to where the money resides. Like that's where on the other side.
Where the money resides. Where the money resides.
Or they're gonna pay you for being that kind of person, right? So she went where the money resides. Okay.
Where the money resides.
Where the money resides. Where the money resides. I have some deals for you.
Where the money resides. Where the money resides. You can
I can't stand y'all. I love y'all.
What would Candace Owens deals for you, baby? Where the money reside.
Why are we so great? Like that? Just like he just woke up that morning and said, "I'm gonna make a platinum hit just because."
Just make a song.
Man, when he hopped out the truck, I was like, I'm done.
Where the money reside.
That's the slide out for me.
Yeah, I got a question. I got a question. Go around the table. We're gonna go to a quick break, and when we come back, we have a whole lot more to get through. What would it take for y'all to accept Candace Owens back into the black delegation?
She tell us, "Hey, look, I did it all for the money," and then she do it on Fox News, and also take off her her perm out, her blowout, and just come up there with an Angela Davis fro, and look at the white Fox host and smack the shit out of us.
It ain't easy to just take the perm out. Her hair is literally dyed, and it ain't laid to the side. She's gonna have to shave that off. She's gonna have to take off all of that, and you know what they say, when you shave off your hair, you taking off all the negativity, and we don't need her to come with all that. So she needs to just shave it all off, pull up, apologize.
She got to join the Dora Milaje. She got to go all.
I know what. For me,
and then she has to definitely we can't just invite her back. I'm not even going to the cookout because y'all done invited too much white folk that don't even it's just crazy.
Not at my
cookout. I invite nobody.
We need to definitely the people on Twitter.
You be in the cookout like this. Because white hair all in your food. I ain't invite those people. Y'all.
Oh God!
I thought you were gonna say raisins. I thought your raisins the potato salad. We got
that's for me.
Shout out to Chad.
No, it's the hair and the turkey for me.
Because they got the kittens running around the table while you cook.
It's the powdered mean grumpy for me, bro.
Yeah, powdered grumpy.
It's the powdered grumpy for me.
But yeah, it would take a lot to have.
Rebecca, did you say they got cats running around while they cooking?
They got cats running around the kitchen while they
what
cooking.
What is wrong with y'all?
You know
y'all are so racist.
They're like, get down, Fluffy. Get down. And they be on full IG live with the cat on the stove.
Get down,
Mortimer. The whole time, Rebecca, Fluffy didn't got down that hair doing like this towards the soup.
Fluffy is on his back, just rubbing against the turkey, and they're like, "Get down, Fluffy!" Oh, Fluffy is such a
Fluffy shouldn't have been up there in the black house. Fluffy would have got cooked, but fuck around. She was. What the fuck you doing up here, Fluffy? I'm sorry.
DJ.
What you doing up here, Fluffy?
Get him out of here, man.
Fluffy, you want to get up here? Man, let me cook you up too.
Like the grass got cut it fast. I'ma grow like a vine in the 80.
Oh my God.
Need a rake with a shovel and a plate for the snow. When I'm in the dark, I don't need a spark. I'ma glow. Keep it hot with a cider in a park in the snow. Keep it cool with some ladies in the pool on the boat. Gonna rage when we switching all these lanes on the road. I'ma let you know. I'ma let you know.
People gather around for the light and the blessing. Everybody's smiling like they're trying to get to heaven, but the lightning rolls in and the thunder roars. The devil's gonna get what he's coming for. People gather around for the
Shout out to everybody that's joining us this morning. We hope y'all are enjoying the trap, y'all. The morning trap, the inauguration special.
The devil's gonna get what he's coming for. Come out from under your blanket.
Yes, Candace is forever canceled.
Well, we all gonna gorge on sweet dessert. Let us skin it on the radio, playing Freebird 666 times around the world. Stop it on the dime when your hair don't curl. Ready for nothing, blueberry muffin. Who made you the boss? I bet it wasn't because it wasn't barber sauce.
I'm looking for tropical dinner, I'm looking for coffee with cinema. I'm looking for money to put in my checking the account with no minimum. Got a debut at the cinema. You should get tickets. It's gonna come.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that you share. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you always know when the morning trap is on. Make sure that y'all tune in tonight. Another episode of Clickbait, the Political Thirst Trap. It's going down. The morning trap. Shout out to Trap Squad, Squirrel Gang, Dragon Gang in the building right now, y'all. DJ exclusive.
You got that smile, love. That smile that make a real one know it's worth the while, love. You see, I notice all the things you do around, love. And if my motives turn malicious, then that's foul, love. Yeah, hold it down one time for the one. She don't play a second time, one and done. But I would kill 2 times for y'all to ride for y'all. When I'm too drunk and I've had enough, I can't help but to call you once around. Don't wanna leave when the time get rough. Don't think about it, it's too late, cause all I want is you. 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 It's you, it's you, it's you.
It's never gonna change us two. It's never gonna change us two. Even if it all falls through. Even if it all falls through. It's never gonna change us two. It's never gonna change us.
It's all for you. I know exactly what to do.
But even if it all falls through, even if it all falls through, they're never gonna change us. They're never gonna change us.
Yeah, add an extra to the bag, that's a baker's dozen. Nah, add one more, cause that's the corn I'm really loving. Let it climb up to the sky like a rainbow. I wanna watch it blow, volcano. Hold it back, hold it good, show there ain't no food. Hold it in, hold it tight, it's gonna be alright. Can I get my raincoat on? Can I get my peacoat on? Can I get a hand though? Can I get a tan though? Can I get my Lambo on?
Even if it all falls through, even if it all falls through, it's never gonna change us two. It's never gonna change us two. Even if it all falls through, even if it all falls through, it's never gonna change us two. It's never gonna change us.
It's all for you. I know exactly what to do.
But even if it all falls through, even if it all falls through,
Azalea Banks, irrelevant.
They're never gonna change us. They're never gonna change us.
Give me a dip, I'll ride it like a wave. Give me a tip, we'll turn it to a craze. We're blowing it up so we can share some pie. We're pumping it up.
Shout out to the morning trap.
Never bought enough, never give it up.
Shout out everybody that's in the chat room checking us out this morning. We welcome y'all, man.
I can lift it up. I'm like a picture perfect pagan. Praise crypto gods we believe in.
Even if it all
It's never gonna change us. Even if it all falls through, they're never gonna change us. They're never gonna change us.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Morning Trap, where you wake up and you stay woke. I'm giving radio right now. I'm giving real radio. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Morning Trap, where you wake up and you stay woke with Rebecca Azor. All right, y'all.
I'm sorry. Whoa. Hang on. I'm sorry. With
What's
who?
that?
With
Rebecca. Because I'm leading this segment. But let me go around the room. Welcome back to the Morning Trap, where you wake up and stay woke with Rebecca Azor, Ben Dixon, Marcus Farrell, Mondale Robinson, and James Bubba.
Well, hold on now. Why didn't we do? We should have been doing that the whole time. That's fire. Do your broadcast voice. Do your segment in your broadcast voice.
I will.
We're gonna take her right up on out of that.
So,
right up on.
She won't last 5 seconds in it.
With y'all, I never will. Never.
How long can you do your broadcast voice without cracking?
Let's take a look. Straight ahead here on the Morning Trap, we're going to be discussing Kamala Harris, who is to be today and coming up in the inauguration. We're going to discuss how Vogue, in their recent cover of her, didn't get it right. Didn't get it right. So recently, Vogue came out with a cover for Kamala Harris to literally showcase her in her becoming of the vice president. And she was photographed by photographer Ann Winter, who has already been criticized for how she does photography of Black women, how she never gets it right with Vogue. And so the digital cover that they came out with was something more poised. Her in a blue outfit, looking very presidential, right? And then the one they have as the physical cover, because in moments like this where they're making history, we take the physical. Black folks will save anything. We will go to the stands and get the physical cover and save it. So that's what, that the one that they put out for us to save is one with a wrinkly background, right? Her in Chucks, an oversized top. She doesn't look classical. She doesn't look like, and not that she had to, but we want to make sure when we're depicting Black women, we depict them correctly. And a lot of people online were saying that she looks like her skin was lightened for her to look whitewashed, for her to look more presentable to the white folks who read Vogue. And when she was asked, Anna Winter, about the cover, she stated that it was to reflect the tragic moment in global history about what was going on in the world. So she wanted to showcase Kamala in that moment. Everybody was like, girl, but we did not ask. We didn't ask for that.
Yeah.
We didn't ask for that.
That picture got that woman looking like Ellen DeGeneres. That
It really does, man.
It does. And nothing against Ellen DeGeneres, right? But we got to make sure when we're depicting Black women.
She doesn't treat labor good, so I don't give a damn. We can have everything against Ellen. Go ahead.
But nothing against her and what I say she looks like physically. We're talking about Kamala Harris. We're talking about a woman of color. We're talking about how Vogue never gets it right when it comes to women of color. You're either making them look too dark because that looks like something exotic to you, or you're trying to lighten their skin to make them look more European. And this is a mixed woman, right? She's Asian and Black. So we need to definitely hone in on that. And she's an AKA. She came from Howard. That first picture does not depict that as a Black woman or her Black side. It does not. It doesn't give us that. So now what they're doing is reprinting it in the more presidential look with her in the blue. So
that picture is trash, man. Like some cheap curtains from the party store for a fake backdrop. That is garbage.
They didn't even try to steam the joint. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
How can you not even try to steam it?
That's where that pink and green came from, I see, in the cover. Now that you said it, okay, so they tried to throw the homage to the AKAs by throwing that pink and green background. But looking at it, it's like, and when you said the name, Anna Wintour, I'm like, come on, you're a fashion freaking designer, fashion icon, supposed to be.
Guys, we're talking about
supposed to be.
We're not talking about Teen Vogue. We're talking about Vogue. So let's do back up.
Vogue.
Right. So check this out.
Vogue.
I mean, let's just go into what this is again. Like, we have to get rid of white supremacy on all levels. Yep, I'm going back to it. I'm bringing white supremacy into it. You ready for it? Here we go.
Yeah, no. Can I just
let's go.
Before you do, let me just say 30. Go ahead.
Somebody somewhere at Vogue magazine said, you know what? We got Anna Wintour. We got Sister Keisha or Sister so and so who's been filming black women for years, right? Here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity for a black woman to get in there and actually make our staple statement, and we can elevate more than just this is about continually bringing up white folks, man, and letting them shine through our blackness. And sometimes they do it to us and sometimes we do it to ourselves. You get a black person who gets elected to office and then they go get a white chief of staff, right? Because the party wanted that, right? Or we get a black person who is a Fortune 500 CEO and they hire nothing but white people because I'm the black face. And sometimes it's white folks saying, well, I have a black subject, so let me go ahead, and y'all have no earthly idea how much this happens in all segments of society. Even with celebrating a black woman becoming the vice president of America, white supremacy is just written all over it, right?
Smeared,
you know what I mean?
Itself.
Yeah. Like it's like okay, well, if anything, we need to present her with let's get more of her lighter, fairer Indian side, right? Like, I mean, let's get more. And no offense against AAPI people. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying though is we can't have shit. Sorry, oops. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
We can't have nothing. There was a baby bomb.
I'm gonna take that.
Baby Bubba, but you didn't know it was coming, so it's okay.
I didn't. My bad, Marcus. I was late, bro.
The point remains. Go ahead, Marcus.
No, it's just, I mean, listen, we're at the point right now where every single aspect of our society, that's why it has to be a deeper look from the Biden administration about how do you correct a system of like a magazine owner, right? Or the primary publisher at Vogue magazine, or at, that doesn't understand that she should have probably got a black person to take those pictures in the first place. Right? Why do we have to beg for everything?
This picture is photographic blackface. That fake ivory background, that is absolutely disgusting. I'm sitting here looking at it I'm getting angrier and angrier just by looking at it because it's absolutely disgusting. The fact that this went past all of their editors, all of the people in that room and said, this is a go? Come on, bro.
This is what was given out to the people. Yeah, this was given out to the people as a physical. This was going to be the physical cover.
Exactly.
Yes, and that's the problem.
Come on,
they went past the digital blue one and her in the and that which was a better look. Her in the blue, the powder blue suit. They went past that one to be the physical, and they went out with this. I don't understand why they went with that.
I don't see nothing about this. Whoever dressed her, some head should roll. Head should roll.
It's a hater. It was a hater in the room.
I'm be honest with you now. Like this is not what should have been on the cover, but. I mean, this is when I think of Kamala. I usually see her dressed like this on the left.
But here's the thing:
but it shouldn't have been on the cover, though. In my opinion,
when AOC got on the cover of Vogue, got on the cover of Vogue, we saw her in a different way. They gave it a little bit sexy. They gave it a little bit something. Yeah. So when we're talking about the vice president, a black woman, we need to make sure that's why all the black women in the Twitter space, in the social media space, made sure, okay, if she ain't gonna say nothing, we're gonna have to step up and say something for her. Because in these white spaces, we are not gonna allow black women to be just viewed any type of way. We wanna make sure that this special moment, she's viewed as regal. She's viewed as important, not just this Jenny on the block. They could have that. Not with our black women, especially on the cover of Vogue.
I got one last point real quick.
Okay, but I need them to do this real quick.
Yeah,
Marcus, real quick. I want them to pull up the image of because the AOC image, right? Let's juxtapose that. Marcus, go ahead.
I mean, it's also what white America wants from a black person. This image is perfect for it, and that's symbolism. No tangibles. Symbolism. Right, we want a black president they want the Barack Obama version of blackness again. Right, that's what they want. They want a black face and no tangible black actions. Right. And we have to actually call it out ourselves. That's why y'all might be like, oh, well, why are they tripping on the picture? Because this picture grows into a movement of, all right, well, let's make sure that everything she does is for white people. This symbolizes the representation of black folks in government and in power. It does. It starts off. Anna Wintour went straight representation mode instead of not representation, facade mode. Instead of real representation, right? And this picture embodies that. That's why that's what bothers me about it. It's like, it's a check box thing. Now we're gonna just check all the boxes and make sure that we have the black woman who we can say she's black, but she presents white, and we're gonna show that right there.
Yeah,
it's bothersome.
I'm
man.
curious.
I don't think it checked any boxes. I'm really. This is a horrible picture. You could put any person in front of that background and it's a horrible picture. Like if I was an AKA, and I can't be because I'm a man, but if I was an AKA, I would be furious that you would play with my pink and green colors that way. Like this is absolutely disgusting.
The disrespect, the culture.
And it also says that the sister does not have the right people around her, because if I was on the set, I'd have ripped it down. I would have been like, what are you trying, what? Like this picture would have never left the camera. Like reshoot it right now. Yeah. Like the wrong people around her, which speaks to the problem that we have as it pertains to what the Democratic Party thinks is acceptable to be around and to this is bad on so many levels. Like her team sold her out on this. Vogue sold her out on this. The photographer sold her out on this. They left this sister out to dry because that is a raggedy, lazy shooting of Kamala Harris. Like this is a shooting that could have happened.
No effort
at my niece's party. My nieces have better backdrops.
And that's
than
why
that.
Black women had to get together and speak on her behalf. Because we was like, if you're not gonna speak because you don't know no better, because your team and people around you, they don't know, and you know what I mean. When you pull up to the scene, you need to be definitely asking, looking at, having somebody speaking in your presence. That's why we had to pull up for her on social media and make sure, even if we don't even mess with the woman like that, we're gonna be like, okay, now y'all not gonna be doing black women like this, especially in a really important time.
Look at this, bro.
Look at this. Look at
Bro,
this.
look at that, bro.
Wow.
Different magazine.
We have AOC on Vanity Fair. Look how they added sexy. They gave her this look. This is not what she looks like every day, but they made sure they gave her that what she is. They were like, let's add that like Latin flavor. Let's give her that, sexy. They added all of that. They made sure on Vanity Fair, right? Which is also something that's primarily a white publication. But on Vogue, they just ain't getting it right for a black woman.
Vogue is supposed to be the staple for fashion.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they just made Kamala Harris the 2020 mammy. They mammified Kamala Harris on that. That is horrible.
Look at it. Doesn't even like look at her shape in that. Like look at that. She looks old. And it's like it doesn't show her power. We don't want to see somebody who's just down with that. She's about to be powerful as hell.
And by the way, exactly. She is in an hour and 40 minutes.
Power.
In an hour and 40 minutes, she is going to be the vice president of the United States of America.
But the vice president doesn't say it enough. Let me say it. She's going to be this number 2 most powerful person in the world.
On the face of the planet.
If something happens to Joe Biden, she will become the most powerful person in the world. This is how Vogue wanted to show that.
That's what they were showcased.
And here's another layer that what you guys are talking about, right? It's so true, because just put your consultant hat for a second. Is there a single person on this stage who would have let this get past you as a consultant? No, absolutely not.
I would have been like, excuse me, is this pink and green for the AKAs? Yeah. Do you know the culture? Who's in the room? Who's in the room?
Exactly. We wouldn't but the problem is, Mondale, like you said, like there's an apparatus that I believe, first, I know a couple of people who are around her, and I know she has some pretty good people around her, but they are surrounded by a Democratic infrastructure that think they know better. Right. And so they're probably fighting. If you ask me, I think her team is probably fighting for their lives, for her image, for how she presents herself. And she's probably fighting against a massive. Now, is she the vice president of the United States and should have the ability and the flexibility to do whatever she wants to do? Yeah, you would think. But there are other pressures that are involved in here. And I think they probably just trying to fight to salvage what they can against those pressures that generally come from white Democratic consultants.
shout out to Stacey Abrams in this point. Let me tell you something right now. I know for a fact we were not Black Male Voter Project, but Democracy for America, and not to take anything away from Vice President. In about an hour and 30 minutes, she'll be vice president-elect right now. But the Democratic Party structure, the people around Stacey Abrams kept saying, "You got to change how you're dressing. You got to do this, and this. You don't look gubernatorial like you don't do." And Sister Act, just like Shane Harriman kept it moving. Like, because what people were saying is they don't like white America ain't gonna accept this type of blackness. Right? Stacey Abrams didn't, but like you couldn't change Stacey Abrams from Stacey Abrams on her how she wanted to present herself and who she was to the world. And she was serious about that. And I appreciate that kind of like backbone to say, I don't care what you think you know about fashion. I don't care what you think you know about what I'm supposed to look like.
Oh yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
This is who I am. And there's some power in the ability to say, this is who I am in the face of all that pressure. And I just feel so.
And then the other pressure, James, because James, you said it like as soon as you heard that, like I don't know the photographer name, but as soon as you heard the photographer name, you were like, that like she's an icon, right? And so you also have the pressures of her team having to fight against somebody who think they're an icon. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is tell somebody who think they're the best, you might not actually be the best in this photo shoot.
Yeah, and I mean, part of me wants to know how much input did Kamala actually have in picking that outfit? Because like I said, just looking at the picture, you can look at her face; she just looks uncomfortable. It doesn't look
so. According to I believe it was the Washington Post, no, Huffington Post. When the team, when they reached out to the team, they said the team was actually looking crazy. Like we don't. This is new. We didn't approve of this, or we didn't see this.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's one of those.
Hold on.
Things.
Okay,
yeah,
so finish that because I had a suspicion the entire time. Go ahead, Rebecca.
They said they were basically taken aback, like, okay, this is what you guys are giving us. And here's the thing with that though, like, and I know Mondale, you just talked about Stacey Abrams, and with Stacey Abrams, yeah, she was, and Stacey Abrams was looking dry, but she was doing the work. But when it came to the photo shoots, they made sure to be the face. They made sure to literally hone in on what she already looks like and just add to that. Kind of like what they did with AOC. They still made sure to honor that power and make her, but this right here, it's just not it.
Let me tell you, I figured it out. I figured it out, folks. This was the test shot when she jumped off the plane. When she jumped off the plane and she came in, the photographer said, let me just get a couple of shoots before you go and change your clothes, because this is what, like, and it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with her dressing how she wants to dress, however she wants to show up. Woman. This is how I see it. When she jumps off the plane, she jumps off the plane like this. She probably jumped off the plane, ran in there, photographers are like, let me take a couple of shots because that's what they do, and let her go get dressed, and then turn around, and the photographer selected the test shots. That's the only thing that makes sense here. And they did that without her team's approval. And that's a statement too.
They looked at the photo and really created this because they had nobody in the room to help them curate it. They had no one in the room who understand the culture of being an AKA, who graduating from an HBCU, being somebody who's born from two minority communities. They didn't have any understanding of that. And they wanted to, what the photographer said to me was the most disgusting. She wanted to basically showcase what was happening globally through this woman. What's happening? She just made history. She just made history.
Anybody with a 3-year-old, anybody with a 3-year-old knows that's a pitiful lie. She could have worked a little bit better on that lie.
Right.
This is white people trying to cook fried chicken with curry. Like, because she's black and Indian. This is white people trying to cook fried chicken with curry and giving us potato salad. Ending up with potato salad with no flavor. Man. They jacked up big time. Y'all stop trying to be creative with our culture. Stop trying to be creative with our culture. And I mean, like, it sounds funny, but it's really true. Stop trying to be creative with our culture and just step aside and show up, because this is white centering. That photographer should have said, you know what? I'm not equipped to make this woman, I'm not able to present her the way I need to. But instead of whiteness saying step aside, they say, well, let me try. And this is what we ended up with. This old bland ass potato salad. When we could have had something fire.
Yes, we could have had something fired, but we didn't. And now they're trying to save face by putting out the physical version of her in the blue, which is okay. But hopefully somebody else, a black photographer, will definitely step in and work on that. Now, let's segue into a funny video, right? I want you guys to see, while they're kicking out Donald Trump, I want you guys to see how this particular social media comedian is her take on how Donald Trump is being kicked out of the office. Dwayne, you got that teed up?
Teed up.
Oh, Donald, how are you? Oh, today your last day, ain't it? Oh my God, I almost forgot. No, I didn't. Give me your paperwork. Your paperwork. I'm just playing. Okay. Today your last day. Give me your badge. Thank you. All right. Jet. No, baby, the jet is for presidents. You ain't the president no more. We got your Escalade outside.
Escalade.
Let me get your checks. This your last check. This everything we owe you. Hurry up and cash it now before you go to prison. I mean, Pensacola. Hold on. Leave that jacket. That's a presidential jacket. You're not the president no more. Leave that jacket.
Oh, today your last day, huh?
Oh man.
You don't get the jet. We got the Escalade outside.
You don't get the jacket either. The presidential.
Hurry up and cash that check before you go to jail.
Oh man, look, hey, let's take a commercial break, but an internal commercial break. I want y'all to tell everybody what you're working on, what you got going on, where they can find you. Let's start with James Bubba Williams. Where can the people find you?
As usual, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, DJ X3C, SoundCloud, and Mixcloud as well to get you some of the copyrighted music that you can hear. That includes Crunchy Black and Lil Weasel. Maybe, possibly.
Little Weasel F baby. Mundell, what you working on, man? Tell the people how to get up with you.
Mundell Robinson on all social media platforms. Crunchy Black is actually a rapper that I like, so you messed me up.
Amazing. Right.
You messed me up when you went Crunchy Black.
He's a real person.
Wait. Crunchy Black, that's a real rapper?
Absolutely, a Grammy Award-winning rapper. What are you talking about?
Oh.
No, Marcus.
I have not been in music. I have not been in music.
Oscar.
I have not been in music in 10 years.
Not Grammy.
He won an
Oscar.
He won an Oscar.
Didn't he work with? You said
I haven't watched the Oscars in 20 years.
Kind of hard out here for him.
Oh no, I know that. Yeah,
he wrote that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I know that. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know everybody's names. I ain't been music in like 10, 15 years. So, but I know that. I know that. Yeah.
Is dancing.
You see, that's good vibrato. That is good vibrato.
So you telling me I could
gonna sacrifice that card if you keep on playing cards? I'm just
the fact that I can actually make it through an entire show is a testament that God is actually real, because I don't even know how I'm sitting here. So if I forget and it costs me a black card, y'all can take that shit. I'm tired, bro.
We ain't gonna take it. Ben is the oldest young man I know. So what I was saying was
1,000 years old. I gotta be 1,000 years old. I gotta be 1,000 years old.
Yeah, so Mundell Robinson on all social media platforms. And what we're doing right now, Black Male Voters Project is gearing up for elections. Virginia has statewide. New Jersey has a gubernatorial election. Atlanta has a mayoral election. New York has a mayoral election. And Black women are running in both of them. So let's get it.
Nice.
That's what's up. Marcus Farrell.
Andrew Yang is also running for New York mayor.
That should be interesting. That should be real interesting. Marcus Farrell, what you working on, man? And where can everybody get you?
Marcus Farrell. Marcus for America at on Twitter and Instagram. Dwayne, I just want to take my time to I just posted the picture in our Slack. I want y'all to just put it up. I don't want to say nothing else. Y'all can follow me on Twitter though. Dwayne, could you do that for me, please? Put that picture up, please.
What picture? What are we?
I'm terrified to see what this is about to be.
Lord, don't be coming on this. On today's morning show with
Dwayne, come on, man. You got it. You got it for me.
Look, fine.
It might take him a second. Let's give Rebecca a second. Rebecca, tell everybody how to get up with you, because I'm nervous. What's this picture?
Marcus, his last minute pictures.
Go, Rebecca. Tell everybody how to get up with you.
I'm like, don't cut me off with no scary, no Mary, no crazy. Okay.
Okay, we got it. We got
ahead,
it. We're gonna put the picture up. There we go. Oh my God.
Come on now.
Oh, that is really scary to look at, though. That is really scary to look at. Take it off. Take it off the screen.
Why they look alike though? Why they look alike?
Young doo-doo, baby.
That's what they always said, that he looked like a gremlin.
Yeah.
Why they look alike?
I can't look at it for real.
Matter of
stop
fact,
making it
don't
get
zoom
closer
in.
to
Don't
like
zoom
that.
in. Oh my God. Go get it. Oh my God.
Be after 12, baby.
Listen. We could
said,
either
"Don't
roast
feed
you.
me after 12."
We could either roast you out of love, or we could roast you because you done said something dumb about black people. So Lil Wayne and Kodak Crunchy, well, not Crunchy Black, but Kodak Black.
He looks just like a gremlin.
He looks too much. That's his little brother.
He got
bruh.
3 dreads left for every bad thing that he said against the black person.
God don't like ugly, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rebecca.
But anywho, my name is Rebecca Azor. You guys can find me on these 2 social media platforms. On Twitter, which is probably like right here, at Rebecca Azor. That's REBECCAAZOR. And you can find me on Instagram at, if you want to get a little bit more closer look at my life on my regular day-to-day, you can find me on Instagram at The Songstress, TheSongstress.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all make
All
sure
right.
y'all check out me and Rebecca and I's challenge on Instagram that we both did.
I'm so pretty
yesterday.
challenged, definitely.
Oh, y'all did. Yeah. Oh.
We did it
Okay, well
yesterday.
that's actually ironic because I need to connect y'all with our social media team so we can talk about that kind of thing. Because look at y'all already doing it. Already doing it. Oh, we'll pull up y'all.
Oh, look, let me go. Let me
we got a threat. That's a threat, and the producer gonna pull up your
It's on
sideline.
there. It's posted on the front page. Like, ain't no shame in my game.
Let
Okay,
me try mine.
all right. While
Mine is
they,
real cute.
I don't know if they pull it up. We'll start the show with it tomorrow. Hey, listen, tonight, gentlemen, same bat time, same channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
we back.
Yep. Clickbaity political thirst trap tonight at 8:30 p.m. Great show
my
last
God.
night. It was great.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Great show. Great show. I just wanted to say that it's important that we just make sure the people that are shooting black women on photography really care about black women.
Yeah.
Because I just got word that it was a black man who actually shot Kamala, and he should be ashamed of himself. He trashed for that.
Wait, huh? Hey, I thought it was the other person.
Anna Wintour.
Anna Wintour.
She's
like the creative director,
editor in chief.
She's the
editor in chief of Vogue. So she's this is everything fashion. But
this was shot by Tyler Mitchell, the guy who shot Beyonce on Vogue, who did a wonderful job with Beyonce in 2018. He dropped the ball big time. So
y'all got us mad. Wait a minute, y'all got us mad at the wrong people.
This just goes.
No, we mad at the right person.
We need to be mad at Anna. We need to be mad at Anna Wintour, but also these people who go into these spaces, right? And they're black men, black women, whoever the photographer is, but they literally just will whatever that person says, they'll just fall right in line and not speak up. You need to make sure the same way you Beyonce was commanding the room, you need to go into these other spaces, and if the person that you know is looking crazy, you need to command the room as the photographer. You need to say, hey, it doesn't look right on her. This doesn't look right on her. You know the culture.
Come on.
So now we have to attack him. What's his name?
Yeah.
Tyler Mitchell. I mean, and that's true. Like you got it. That's why it's important to have a team around you, because Beyonce team was not having. You already know.
Hey, bro. No, Rebecca. No, you got to say this again. Command the room. That's what it is, because there are going to be people in there who are going to try to tell you, no, this is how we're going to do it, and you got to have whatever backbone, what kind of spine you need to tell them, no, the hell you are not. This is how it's going to be done. Command the room. Thank you, Rebecca. Anybody want? Is there a last word in the house? Is there a last word in the house, or was that the last word?
I think Rebecca just had it. Yeah, that's the last word. That's perfect.
The last word. That's it.
So with that said, so Ben, this is how we're going to end it. When we end it, we got to say the tagline. So everyone, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you stay up and stay woke every morning with the Morning Trap. See you guys tomorrow.
And tonight.
Hey.
And tonight.
And tonight.
Things I repeat to this day, all worth it. 80s baby, that's who raised me. Mama had a boyfriend, but that was still my lady. And I could care less about the gifts they gave me. Put your hands on my mama, homie, I go crazy. Now that I'm older, I'm getting a little closer. Love only gets stronger, we talking a little longer.
Shout out to everybody that joined us this morning on the Morning Trap.
In my corner, I'm talking about my mama.
We greatly appreciate you. Make sure that you tune in tonight. Clickbaity is going down.
I got nothing but
It's gonna be an awesome show. Everything going on today. Inauguration is gonna be coming up hour and a half. So make sure that you stay tuned. I want to take you till 10:45 this morning. Well, 10:45 on the East Coast, that is Eastern time.
For me, no matter what she did for me.
So we can ride y'all for a few more minutes. And you make sure that y'all get some good music going in. Make sure that you tip your DJ X3C on PayPal. I'm sorry, DJ X3C on Cash App and Venmo. Again, DJ X3C on Cash App and Venmo. Let's get it. It's the Morning Trap, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, Trap Squad, Squirrel Gang, Dragon Gang, everybody, man, that came out to support. Appreciate y'all. Mama, Daddy, I love y'all. Brothers, sisters, everybody, love y'all.
I got nothing but love for all my mommies represent. If it wasn't for her, then it would not be me. I got nothing but love for all my mommies represent. No matter what, for her baby, she gon' hold it down. Remember all the times when I was out here running wild, doing everything and anything to make her smile. I just love it when my mama say I make her proud. No matter what, for her baby, she gon' hold it down. Remember all the times when I was out here running wild, doing everything and anything to make her smile. I just love it when my mama say I make her proud. If it wasn't for her, then it would not be me. I got nothing but love for all my mommies.
Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with it, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on. Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with it, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on. Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on. Yeah, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on. Yeah, my hand is wrapped around your waist. I love the way that you be twirling to the bass, moving sideways on the front deck. DJ playing all of your favorites. I'm digging your flavors.
Shout out, Kyle. Appreciate the birthday love. Even though it was in December, I still appreciate that.
Let this be real inside. Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night.
Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure that you share, subscribe, comment, whatever it is you need to do. Make sure that you know when the Morning Trap is going live, y'all.
Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on. Hey, slide to the left, slide to the right. Rock with me, baby, we can do this all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Come on.
Check it out. One roll like that, soon gon' find. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. One roll like that, soon gon' find. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Tit for tat, tit for tat. You can't defuse a bomb with the baseball bat. Tit for tat, tit for tat. Conflict resolution doesn't look like that. Tit for tat, tit for tat. What's going on? Why you acting like that? Tit for tat, tit for tat. All the little babies playing tit for tat. Tit for tat, tit for tat. Can't even catch a nap with the baseball bat. Tit for tat, tit for tat. Conflict resolution doesn't look like that. Tit for tat, tit for tat. What's going on? Why you acting so wild? Tit for tat, tit for tat. All the little babies playing tit for tat. Tit for tat, yo, historical fact, bro. It's how the caveman got his skull cracked. Couldn't compromise, didn't know how to act, so just started swinging his caveman axe. Let's not return to that Stone Age crap. Grown ass men don't act like that. Hey, ho, ho. Cliches and tropes have got to go. We don't need another white muscle-bound hero. Not saying much, always coming to blows. Been there, done that. It's just so. Not much for the mind, even less for the soul. And if I had my hand on that remote control, I'm gonna switch that channel with the quickness.
Shout out Chuck Diesel in the chat room. I see you, brother. I appreciate the love.
De-escalating, not coming to blows. Tit for tat, tit for tat. Can't defuse a bomb with a baseball bat. Tit for tat, tit for tat. Conflict resolution doesn't look like that. Tit for tat, tit for tat.
Shout out to the Trumps being out of the White House.
Yeah. the little babies playing pinball time. If you go toe to toe with a major a-hole, look out for the mud, 'cause that's where you gonna roll. Can't clean off the stink once you stoop that low. Take the breath and deflect it. Take the high road. Big up to this crew here. We like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die, me and you. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you. Rising up like the moon, elevating the mood, uplifting attitudes, 'cause that's what we choose to do. And I don't know about you, but there's enough negativity going around with plenty room to improve. Yeah, sometimes we collide with stress and negativity. We always let it slide. It's an elevated vibe, so fly. We touch the sky every time we ride. Big up to this crew here. We like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew.
Shout out Goku in the building.
Me and you.
I see you, brother.
Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you.
But she look good. You ain't gotta stand in the mirror with your makeup on, 'cause you know that take way too long. I just want that right now, girl, you Uber outside. I can't wait just to get this on it. You want it right now. Want it right now. Just don't take too long. Want it, yeah. You want it right now. Want it right now. Just don't take too long. Come get it, girl. You know I'm impatient. Don't keep it away, girl. It's been too long. You know what I've been craving. Girl, I'm
shout out to Kyle. I appreciate the love.
Don't to get freaky in the night. When she hit the room, you know it's on sight. And she all on my type. And you know I don't like to wait, no. But she look good. You ain't gotta stand in the mirror with your makeup on, 'cause you know that take way too long. I just want that right now, girl. You Uber outside. I can't wait just to get this on it. You want it right now. Want it right now. Just don't take too long. Want it, yeah. You want it right now. Want it right now. Just don't take too long.
We've been fighting every day now. It's hard to breathe, yeah, I think I need to break out. I don't know what to say now, 'cause everything I do just don't feel right. You be going through my phone like trying to find something why you don't trust me. I got this feeling I'll be much better on my own now. There you go with apologies, it's alright. You don't mean it, and I don't want to.
Shout out to Car and Arrow. I appreciate the love, y'all. Shout out to my mama, man. My mama is over here rocking, saying my daddy over here DJing himself, scratching to my stuff. That's amazing.
It's alright. Do you better recognize? I got it. I got it. Baby, you don't wanna act right.
I started feeling the Mariah Carey
and you blew it. All you wanna do is pick a fight. And I had to be the bigger man, always saying what I don't do. Give you everything I had, still it ain't enough. I got this feeling I'll be much better on my own. There you go with apologies, it's alright. You don't mean it, and I don't wanna try no more now. It's too late. I don't wanna hear you say you're sorry. It's too late. I don't wanna hear no more excuses. It's alright. See, I'ma walk away 'cause I'd rather be alone now. It's alright. Do you better recognize? I got it.
Shout out to the whole team. Had an amazing show today, y'all. We hope that y'all enjoyed it. Shout out to the Trap Squad in the building, Squirrel Gang, Dragon Gang, everybody out there. Appreciate the continued love, support. It's nothing but high from here, y'all. We gonna get it.
call me goddess or a god, whichever one. Give you some, the rebel on. Throw it back, depending on what level you want. If I give you my handle, then you can handle this handle. And you can call me the Pope with no Olivia scandal. And after we done, you'll put my face on your mantle. Call up your friends.
All right, y'all. That's going to do it for you, man. DJ Exclusive, James Bubba Williams. Make sure that you hit the like, share, subscribe. So you always know when clickbait is going down and the morning trap is going down, y'all. Don't want to miss a beat, all right? Enjoy the show. And on behalf of Rebecca, Ben, Mondale, Marcus, and myself, it's the Morning Trap, y'all. We thank you. We appreciate the love. And we'll see you in the morning. Deuces.